Mike Lindell, the founder and CEO of MyPillow, known also as Mike Pillow or simply eponymously as Pillow, is back. He's still sweaty. He's still screaming. He's still somehow convinced that he's the hero of a story no one else believes. Here is video of Pillow outside the courthouse where he's being sued, and he absolutely lost it. He shouted that they deleted all the evidence he needed to win. It's always like the dog ate my homework sort of stuff. If your evidence has been proven fake multiple times in court, which his evidence has been, then how is the problem that it's been deleted? None of it really makes sense. It's just the sense making is just out of grasp. But here's what Pillow had to say. He does not look well.
But it was also my evidence. So when I come in, I needed that evidence. When you delete evidence, it's like throwing a gun in a river. That's called spoliation in any court case. They threw away my evidence. You think I wasn't upset about that too? But no, I wasn't worried about some court case down the road. I was worried about, I can't believe the cover-up, that they're covering up our elections, starting here in Colorado.
I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. I really shouldn't. I feel bad for Pillow. I really do. He always, he's been on the show a couple times and sometimes he's texted me and it's like, I kind of feel bad for the guy. He's moved from mere conspiracy theorist almost to like an end times prophet type figure at this point. And he's saying that he's the victim of spiritual warfare, legal activism, defamation, election lies. But I feel bad for the guy. And by the way, he's also kind of dangerous with this stuff because it's not just the guy melting down over losing his pillow profits. He was one of the big players after the 2020 election, fueling a narrative that was responsible for violence and intimidation and an attempted coup and an attempted insurrection. And even as the legal walls are closing in around him, and they seem to be, he's not going to win any of these cases. There's just no way. He's out here ranting into microphones like he's Moses descending from a mountain made of shredded up voting machines or something like that. And I think that it is simultaneously dangerous, but something about, I don't know, I guess I'm too empathetic. I really do feel bad for the guy. And I'm not even, I know that there are people who are convinced that this is because he's back on drugs. He told me that he's not. If that were the case, that would be sad and tragic. I don't know what this is, quote, really about. And maybe it's not necessary to even figure it out. This is what accountability looks like for MAGA leaders. They are starting to be held accountable and they go, oh, I'm a victim here. They project. They have public meltdowns. And Mike Pillow is putting on a masterclass in all three. And as dangerous as I find him to be, I also feel bad for the guy because it does seem like this is all kind of a reflection of something. I don't know what, but it's some kind of crisis, mental health crisis. I don't know. Let me know what you think. And is there something wrong with me that I feel bad for him? And by the way, I feel bad for Rudy Giuliani also, despite all the horrible things he's done, to see it all crumble around him. And it's his own fault. It's his own damn fault at the end of the day. I feel bad for Rudy as well. I don't know. Let me know what you think. On the bonus show today, we are going to talk about MAGA's reaction to a national citizen database. A lot of them don't like it. In the prosecution of Diddy, 50 Cent is now reportedly going to get involved in working against Trump pardoning Diddy. This is very interesting. And then finally, in the midst of all of the concerns about Americans losing Medicaid, losing healthcare coverage, thanks to this big, beautiful bill, we have a Republican senator who says, hey, here's an idea. Have a job. The best healthcare is have a job. What? That's part of the problem. All of those stories and more on today's bonus show. Remember that my instant New York Times best-selling book, The Echo Machine, I've got a version here with the New York Times bestseller little circle, is available everywhere. And please remember, if you have not yet done it, review the book on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Goodreads. We are at nearly 1,200 reviews on Amazon. Incredible stuff. I appreciate it very much. So I'll see you on the bonus show. I'll be back here tomorrow. We're going to keep at it.